Hi, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. What a morning. Today, I want to talk how diabetics in Canada are kind of spoiled. Well, you ask a diabetic in Canada, oh, we're not spoiled. But we are. We're in relationship to other countries. In the States, you're kind of expected to pay. Just keep paying. And if you can't pay, oh well, you don't have the best insurance. Or you don't do this. Or, it's all the diabetic's fault. And type 2, I'm a little bit kind of up in the air about, because a lot of that is lifestyle. And people what am I trying to say? People need to change. It's as simple as that. We need to stop eating processed foods. And yes, I'm one to dog. I love processed. Every so often, I'll get a craving for a bag of chips. And I won't get the small one. I'll get a big one. And sometimes it'll last a day or two. Other times, it's gone. But type 1, we had no control over it. And having type 1, I've talked about this before, but it needs to be addressed again until things change. In the States, if you're a diabetic, the price of insulin goes through the roof, and you're having to go around and you're going to have to take a look at items and see how, I'll have to do with this one and take a couple of shots because that syringe I can't afford. And you can't look at that healthcare. And I mean, even insurance companies who are people who don't really understand diabetes care, and they're trying to tell you, oh, you don't need an alcohol swab. And I think as doctors, patients, nurses, diabetic educators get together and make a bare minimum list and what's nice to have. And go after your governments. And insulin, the companies are paying this because of, what are they called? Drug managers. And I can't believe the prices that diabetics are expected to pay. And there's many stories throughout the internet where people have had to, restrict the amount of insulin they take because they can't afford the insulin. And it's kind of like, well, you gotta get a better, you'll have to get a second or third job. And it's like, why should they have to do this? I mean, yes, if you want an insulin pump that does everything on it, like we'll wake you up in the morning and then we'll give you insulin and then fix your breakfast. I'm going out on a limb here. Then, yes, you can pay for that. But getting a regular insulin pump should be a strain on the families. But so many times there's stories of people coming up to Canada to get a better price on insulin. And it's like, what's going on here? Diabetics need these supplies. It's not something that's open for discussion. Oh, well, we paid for one bottle of insulin, and you're only allowed half a bottle. But it really like that. People are getting no's all the time. Now in Canada, it's a lot different. In Canada, sensors that go with my pump weren't covered for years. And when I was in the hospital for 9 months, I came up and said, I can't afford these sensors. And everyone was, well, everything else is paid for. And I said, yes, but $3.99 a month? If I have to pay that for sensors, I won't have a roof to live in. I won't be able to pay an electrical bill. And you know what? We had to go and do like 3 refusals and then sit in front of a arbitration board. The good point is we won. The bad point or the negative point is, why should diabetics have to go through this for every little thing that we need to live? We need syringes, alcohol swabs, dextrose, sugar. Well, okay, maybe not that, but medication that we need to live. And people will say, well, that's the system they've employed. And do they really have a choice? People will not... Oh, sorry, blood sugar time. I'm 4-2. I'm still okay. But why should diabetics have to fight for everything? Yes, okay, you may not need an insulin pump, but give us the supplies we do need. Syringes, alcohol swabs. But so often people will, oh no, you've used your allotment. And recently in Canada, well, my endo said, oh well, there's a new nasal spray for low blood sugars. And I thought, okay, great. And for me, I have a lot of lows. During the days, I could be high, low. Last night, I slept right through. I had a normal blood sugar right through the whole night. It was awesome. But anyway, they only allowed 10 a year. And it's like, okay, well, can I order the regular glucagon? Oh, there's a shortage of that. It's like, come on. So we filled out a special authority in BC for some drugs and whatever. You can do this. But you know what? Who knows if that'll be approved? So brittle diabetics hit a wall again. And somehow everything you really need is priced way too high, especially in the States. And I understand research is involved. But for people who actually need the drugs, oh yes, just because I have diabetes, I have to work 3 jobs just to pay for health insurance, and then, no, I'm sorry, type 1 diabetes is a disease that needs to be taken care of. You need to make sure that you're covered and not have to go to different countries to get insulin. Just something to really think about, that diabetics should have free medical supplies. I mean basic, but come on, insulin should not be priced way out. Anyway, have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye now.